All right, welcome on in, guys. Welcome back to yet another TapDaddyBeats stream. I hope you guys are having a good Thursday. We got quite a session in store for today. Today we're going to be mixing down some beats. Just staying busy, man. Staying busy. Now, this is going to be kind of a interesting session. The goal for today, hopefully, I don't know, we might just do 2 beats, but I'm hoping to hit 3. I feel like I never get a chance to really talk a little bit about the ongoings in TapDaddyBeats and, some of the conundrums I find myself in, and, lately the conundrum I've been in, as of late, is that I've got like over 200 unpublished demos, I've got like over 200 songs that are going nowhere unless if I can figure out how to get these out. So I've decided I'm going to be sticking to my releasing once every 2 weeks on Spotify, but I would love to get a lot more beats out on BeatStars. And also, I don't know if you guys have been catching the radio streams that I've been doing here on YouTube, but I feel like, if I could get a lot more beats even just for the radio streams, that would be amazing, right? So we're going to just the goal that I've set, that me and Mrs. TapDaddy have set, really, is 30 beats in 30 days. And I'm just kind of preparing for that right now. I'm trying to get as many beats done as possible. Hey, what's up, Mammy? How you doing? It's good to see you. I'm glad you made it. Cheers. You got here just in time, too. We're just about to dive into it. So anyways, I've got 3 beats picked out. I would like to attempt, I want to get at least 2 out of the 3, but ideally I would like to get all 3. So these are not going to be like super in-depth mixes. I think that really this is going to be a quick over, get it sounding good and get it mastered. And yeah, that's a lot. I know, right? Well, I used to publish a beat every single day when I was just starting out as TapDaddyBeats. I was hungry to get my foot in the door, and I was trying to build up a catalog to really work with a lot of artists. And to do that, I set the goal for myself of making a beat, mixing a beat, publishing a beat, and promoting a beat every single day. And I kept up with that schedule for about 5-6 months. Eventually it was like way too much to keep up with. But you know what? Things have changed, and I feel like I'm so much faster at doing stuff. And also this time around, I'm going to try to do 30 and 30, but I'm giving myself a head start. I want to get my first week all scheduled out before I go into that, so I don't know. We're going to go for it. Let's see what we're working with today. This is our first beat that we're mixing down. Let's check it out. It's kind of an old one. God, I love this song. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad this is coming out in some context. I want to hear bars on this. Already I'm like, why do we have the trumpet in the left and these delays? I think I'm going to swap that. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate the vote of confidence, honestly. I could use it. Oh, man. God, this is so beautiful. All right, already though, I want to bring those roads down. And let's bring it. Actually, I see why I had this in the left ear. There's a little, so let's listen to the chops. I guess this is monoed, isn't it? I like it monoed like that though. But yeah, let's put this 26 to the right. I don't know if this was exactly balanced, but we'll find out. We'll feel it out. Woo! Oh. I'm gonna put this trumpet a little bit further back. And with this like way off in the right ear, these Rhodes, you know, the further that they go in the right ear, the louder they're sounding. I feel like we can kind of pull that back a bit too. And also, like, I don't know, just maybe something I want to mention about kind of differences between when I am mixing down for stuff that is to be instrumentally entertaining on Spotify, meant for listeners, versus beats that I really want to go up on BeatStars and for rappers to really, like, do their thing on it. I feel like when, you know, this is more like a BeatStars beat, although I might drop it on an EP on Spotify. You know, I'm not swearing it off from Spotify. But I just noticed, typically when I'm like mixing a beat down for rappers, a lot of the elements, like the trumpet, the Rhodes, I'm trying to sync those a little bit more into the track. Whereas maybe if this was just for purely like instrumental entertainment, they might be a little bit more front and center, you know? But I actually really like the feeling of when it's like more, you know, when you can get something mixed down and it feels nice and like sunk into the beat. It feels good, it, you know, gels. It feels like it's meant to be there. Sometimes, I don't know, I get a little carried away putting things front and center. Okay, now I'm making adjustments to this. I see we had this. Oh, this was our delay lane. Let's put this at the same decibel value as these guys. They should be the same. I don't know why I don't have these grouped. I'm too lazy to fix that right now. We're moving fast today. Well, actually, nah, I should group these. What am I doing? We're going to group these. We're going to leave that delay on there, on that second lane. We're going to take this to the outside. And we're going to remove these guys. This way we can EQ together. Shit, no, I put that on the wrong one. Put that on the delay lane. Let's put it on the group. There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm not sure if I really want to mess with this EQ too much, you know, but like I'm curious to kind of mess with it a little bit. Like what if we did like a, you know, something like that? Ooh. Hey, Hulkatron, what's up, dude? Glad you made it, man. This feels a little bit more distant. I don't know though. I kind of prefer it with more body. It's subtle. Let's actually do this. Let's do this. Let's not overthink it. Okay, also just, I'm going to jump over to drums. We're jumping around today. Like I said, we're moving fast, breaking things. I think let's adjust the gain staging of these drums. Hey, what's up, Mars? What's up, dude? It's good to see you, man. Woo! Shit. Aw, man, thank you, Mars. I like the sound of these drums. I want more kick, less snare. Specifically this one. Really both of them. Do we have compression? Ah, we do have a lot of compression on here. That's not bad though. That's not bad. Okay, let's stop EQing this with everything muted. Let's EQ it the smart way with everything playing. There we go. But yeah, sub is not like on Twitch, you know? Yeah, YouTube's a little bit different. I guess it's just like subscribing on YouTube is like the same as following on Twitch. I don't know. It's so confusing, man. Either way, it's good to see you, man. But yeah, Mars says, yeah, I was thinking that. Keep the body out of the main mix and add punch to the kick. Absolutely. I think really it's like, I want to see how much compression we have on this. Oh, this might be a little bit too compressed. We're like really overshooting this. Okay, this is a little bit better. Let's bring that snare down a little bit more. Woo! Oh man. Time to change your mind. Yeah, I know, I'm always flip-flopping, man. Oh, this is so beautiful, guys. Let's maybe throw this a little bit to the left. Actually, no, maybe I do keep this like dead center. There's a lot of mono-ness in this track. I'm okay with that. That's okay. And you know what's great is for the rapper, man, they could really wrap themselves around the mono lane with like, I think a doubled up hook section would sound so great on this. Man, I hope I get the chance to really produce this with an artist and mix it. I don't know. I might have to shop this by my homie Interpret. He's great. Like, whenever I'm making music with him, he has me like produce it, mix it, everything, and he gives me like full reign when I mix his stuff down. It's awesome. I feel like me and Interpret have a really great creative relationship, you know. Cause like he'll come to me with like, like right now he's like, he'll come to me with like an idea for an EP and I'll just like bounce stuff off of him, and it's a lot of fun, man. I like the noise and the signal. It adds character, smoky themes. Absolutely, man. It's really this sample. It's just like this sample, it just touches my soul, man. And I'm really just looping the first like 2 seconds of this full, like this is part of a full sample. When I was producing this, I just like looped the first, like, I don't know, it just felt good. And I touch a little bit up top. See, so it's like, it's a one shot, right? I'm not even chopping it into slices. I like, am jumping up a transposition to hit that top note. I don't know, it's cool. I love this beat, man. It's cool. If we brought this this bass up a bit. Let's get a little bit of sidechain between the kick and that bass. This might sound weird. I feel like we have to try it, man, yeah, let's try it. All right. Okay. I'm thinking really tight side chains on this bass. Use please for the beat the strangest percussions of the bad, the ugly BSL. What? What are you on about, Hawkatron? Let's see. Let's get our. Let's see. This is our bass, by the way. It's a little rough around the edges, but this beat is a little rough around the edges. That's okay. It's got character, man. I like it. Let's Oh wait, no, not that one. We want to take the top signal. Here we go. That clicking, I was wondering. No, that's coming from the glue compressor. It doesn't really matter though, because we got these drums bumping. Mars says, I think he's saying you should find some samples of percussion used in the good, the bad, the ugly. Oh man. I feel you. Really, if we're sampling that film, you know, you really need to get the doo boom boom boom, you know. No, but I guess that's the obvious one. That'd be kind of, you know, that's the gimme. All right, let's focus on this guitar. No, actually, I think that sounded good. Let's bring up this bass a little bit more. Alright, let's revisit the guitar though. I don't know, I'm kind of going back and forth. And it's really only in this section. We don't have any bass down here, so there's really not much like EQing we got to worry about. You know, this is a very warm, like mid-range kind of guitar, very, very like low mids. We're getting a lot of that in here. I'm thinking we're going to turn down some of this feedback on this delay lane. Now they sound a little bit more distinct. Woo. All right, like I said, guys, I don't want to spend too much time on any one beat today. I want to keep it moving along. We're trying to publish 30 beats in 30 days. That's the goal. So I'm kind of doing prep work for that, for those of you guys that are, you know, just now coming in. Yeah, I'm trying to, you know, I'm sitting on like over 200 demos. I want to get some of these out. I want to get some of these on BeatStars. I want to get some of these like, you know, added to like my radio streams. I want to really expand my collection as much as possible. So just as a starting point, you know, I've decided, 30 beats in 30 days. I want to publish 30 in 30. And yeah, I'm trying to get like my first week squared away before I really dive into it. Because ideally, if I can create a system that is sustainable, publishing a beat every single day. I would love to continue that and extend that into like 60 and 60, but I don't know, man. It's a lot of work trying to publish a beat every day. But we're moving pretty fast at this. All right, let's move on. See what this fade out's doing. Yeah, that trumpet is very Ennio Epic Songs similar. Yeah, no, I definitely do. I get what you mean, though. That trumpet definitely does give a good, the bad, and the ugly kind of vibe. It's that, like, kind of muted trumpet sound. I don't know. Yeah, I like that this is like a really short fade out. It's good, though. It'll let us get on to the next track sooner. We're not holding anybody captive, We're not holding them hostage is the thing. Let's put a nice curvy fade out on here. That's what I prefer. I like some curves on my fade out. Let's see. Here we go. And that should be good. All right. God. We are so back. I'm just like, I don't know. It's been so long since I've really been like putting up a huge amount of catalog. I mean, I've actually been dropping a lot on Spotify. It's weird because when I started TapDaddyBeats, I was like publishing a beat every single day. And then, as time went on, I got more and more successful on Spotify and official platforms. And it was actually working against me releasing every day. Okay. Like when it comes to Spotify and the algorithms and whatnot, you kind of need some time for it to breathe. You need time for your releases to get on release radar and for your followers to listen to them and, for things to algorithmically spark. And so I slowed down my releases from once every single day. Eventually, over the course of time, I started tapering them until now. I'm releasing once every 2 weeks, and I release either a single, an EP, or, I just dropped an album. Definitely go check out the Low Key Plan if you haven't yet already. But point is, like, I don't know, my heart is just so much in, like, I want this huge collection of music. I want this huge catalog. It's just like I see my collection grow. It makes me happy. Like, I listen to these beats a lot, I really sit with these. And every single one that I get completely mixed, mastered, stemmed out, published, all that stuff, it just feels good. I feel like I'm like building my little empire here. I've got so many good published beats that, it's just so valuable to me. I really, really value like each and every one of these beats, and I'm like really looking forward to just getting so many more done, Woo. All right, let's lock in here. It looks like we're close to a max peak of like, okay, we're gonna have to run through this. We need to listen, give our final thoughts on it. We need to make sure that our max peak value is below 0. We're probably gonna bring everything down a little bit so that I can start compressing with the Shadow Hills Master compressor. I usually bring things up with the Shadow Hills compressor a little bit. I don't know. I'm really curious. I want to try just a dash of Decapitator on these drums. Just a little, before we move on. I want a little dash, Nah, I actually prefer it this way. Oh, that's what I needed to extend out that low end. Oh, now this is sitting nice. Now this is feeling really good. Okay. It's looking like our max peak is below 0, but pretty high still. I'll tell you guys what, I'm going to take everything and I'm going to turn it down by like, I don't know, like 5 decibels maybe. I'll get everything below that group to these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. We got a decent amount of room here. Do we need to maybe bring... I'm still concerned these might be a little... We could set these a little bit further in the background. No, it's these guys that I'm listening to that I'm like, Subtle details. We're keeping it subtle. Woo. Okay. All right, let's bust out that Shadow Hill Master compressor. Let's start gelling this together, making it satisfying. Let's see. We're going to enable sidechain. Start cranking up that optical threshold. Not going too hard on it. This sounds like an Earl Sweatshirt beat. You guys know? Like, this totally sounds like something Earl would... This sounds like something off Doris. Love that album. Love it. Oh, last thing. Let's maybe, you see, I feel like every time I start to compress on the master, I start to notice new things about how my track is balanced from a, from a, like, just gain staging standpoint. I feel like my drums are a little bit too forward here But yeah, Doors by who? Oh, Doris. You know the album Doris by Earl Sweatshirt? Definitely something to check out, man. If you like, that's like early Earl stuff. That album is really what blew him up into fame, and it is so good, man. It is so good. I actually didn't really like catch Earl when he was on his come up. Doris is something that I was listening to a lot when I went to Portugal like 2 years ago. I don't know. I was on a lot of planes, trains, and whatnot, and I was just listening to that album like a lot, man. I don't know, man. It's a great album. I highly recommend giving it a listen. Okay. Now, really what I was hearing, though, is that, like, in this section, the drums feel a little bit way too loud. We might even just automate for these drums to be, like, 1 or 2 decibels quieter in this section. You guys really aren't going to notice too much of this step up, though, when it jumps back up. But let's mess with this. Or actually, I'm going to just do like minus 2 decibels. And then we're going to automate this to turn on only in this section. And let's hear how that sounds. Yeah, Doris. Yeah. It's really, really good. Let me see if I can just pull it up on Spotify to show you. Earl Sweatshirt. What do you mean no results found? I don't know. I gotta go dig for it. What is going on with Spotify? It's like not letting me search anything. That's weird. I don't know, man. But yeah, it's like his most popular album. You'll find it if you look him up. It was like pretty early. It was like 2010 kind of time. Kind of when he was like coming off of the blowing up of like Odd Future and like, everything that he was doing with like Tyler and them. And it felt like, the interesting thing about that album is it just feels like Earl was like super young then, right? And he was like thrown into fame, right? And it felt like Doris was like a really introspective album about like, kind of dealing with like all of that, right? I don't know. It seemed like a really like it was a great album where he really put his soul into it. It felt like he was really talking about the struggles of growing up and also just kind of living this life of fame that is like really, really new. He's got like some really good tracks that are just, I don't know. I feel like that album just really gripped me in a way that was, it made me so appreciate Earl Sweatshirt. I can't believe it took me so long to really get into that album, but I don't know. It's great, man. And it's got like Vince Staples on there. It's got Tyler, the Creator on there. Like, it's got a lot of good features. But yeah, man, this beat though, it sounds like something that would come off that album. I'll probably call it an Earl Sweatshirt type beat, something. So I think this compressor is doing good work. Now we're gonna try to bring up the volume. Get it close to 0. let's bring this back. Let's make sure that our max peak is below 0, and then we're going to feed it into the maximizer. Start limiting, you know. Maybe do a little bit of EQing, but... we are peaking a little bit. Let's actually give ourselves a little bit of headroom. Just a tiny bit. But yeah. You see today at least 40 songs of Inio. And in one there was Perk who woke up my spider meaner. What? Hell yeah. Word. Alright, are we... I think we definitely got all the headroom we'll need. Let's go ahead and... let's start feeding it into our maximizer. Ozone. And, yeah, we'll throw you on the main. Okay, volume warning. This might get a little bit loud. Just letting you guys know. It's going to jump up in volume here, okay? So. Alright, here it goes. I'm a little afraid that snare is going to be a little bit harsh. Oh, geez. What do we got here? Yeah, that EQ is just nonsense. That's crazy. Oh, we could try to apply our own EQ, though. I don't know, maybe we shift a little bit more of the weight to the higher end. And I'm kind of thinking maybe we do it by like... I want to avoid that 2K range. If there's one area of this that we want to accentuate, what do we want to... God, and you see, like I said, I want to avoid this 2 to 3K range. We're going to make that snare way too out of control. Do you ever listen to the Audio Glider and Expanse album Collision? I don't think I've heard of it. Is it, I don't know, what year did it come out in? Is it rap? Is it hip hop? Let's give it like a slight boost, maybe somewhere around 1K. Okay. Let's see where we're at also with our loudness meter. Yeah, he says check it out. Alright. I might have to. Ooh, it's actually pretty far up there. Let's bring it back. Let's measure it. Alright. Now it's a mix of ambient electronic. Ooh, interesting. I bet there's some nice textures in there. I kind of want to get more into like ambient stuff. I don't know. I saw like Eldre really recently fell in love with like making ambient music, and hearing him talk about it makes me kind of want to, I don't know, check it out, dip my toe in it, you know. There's some really slow, nice beats. Oh hell yeah. Alright, so this beat's pretty easy. I think we got something really good that people are going to enjoy. Hopefully rappers are going to sound amazing on this. See what our LUFS value is? Let's also do a save as. Good God. I dove in so fast today, I forgot to set up my save as, but we haven't saved yet. So, mix V1. We've only been working for like 40 minutes, 30 minutes. It's still reading the LUFS. There we go. Okay. Oh man, this track makes me so happy. I like it. I'm living on the edge over here, not saving. I know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys should yell at me whenever I don't save. I need you guys to keep me in check. Shit. Oh, man. $9.3. Dude, nice. Oh, awesome. Okay. Just making sure I saved. Yes, I did. Okay, and that's sounding good. Let's see what beat we're doing next. We are hitting song 806, or no, we're hitting song 895 next. Let's load that up. Let's see. I'm gonna have to dig back. These are some old beats. These were about 100 beats ago, which actually wasn't that long ago, but, you know. Yeah. Maybe a song a few dollars more. I have no idea what that means, but I agree full-heartedly. I wish my songs went a few dollars more. Let's see. What did I say again? It was 895. That's what we're going for. 895. Okay. All right, man. Damn, we are doing good. We already got one down. We're only like 45 minutes into stream. Dude, that is awesome. That is so good. While that is loading, I'll play you guys a little bit of music. Oh, it's already loaded. Nice. Point is, I want to go grab a little bit of coffee. Why is Spotify having trouble today? Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to grab a little bit of coffee, but while I do, I'll give you guys the first listen to this. And then when I get back, I'll have my first listen. So I'll be like 2 seconds. I'm literally going to just go run to the microwave, heat up some coffee, and we're going to dive right into this track, which I have not heard, but you guys will hear it before I do. So is it good? I don't know. I'm not listening. I'll be right back, guys. All right. All right, what you guys think? I didn't even get to hear it. You think the mix is good, bad? I have no idea what state this is in, but we'll check it out. Oh, man. All right, time for me to give my first listen. I do faintly remember this song. Like I said, these are all about 100 beats ago. Fair point, Holocatron. All right, it's decent. Oh, good. Thank you, Mars. Let's see. I like how wide this guitar is. The kick is sounding kind of thin, but I like the width of this. Woo! Okay. Let's see what I got on these drums. Little decapitator. And a drum bus. Wow. I'm gonna start. Oh, I'm gonna lighten up on this compression. We can bring this down volume a bit. And also, the snare seems to be the loudest thing in here. It's making the kick sound a little bit quieter. I'm going to bring these up a little bit. Have you ever looked into that Ace Studio? I don't think I've ever heard of it. What is it? Is it like a DAW or something? Let's see. Oh, I got on these. Okay. I think we're going to bring this group up a little bit. Okay, we're gonna bring that in a little bit. So you basically perform MIDI, then in Ace you can turn it into vocals with any voice/voices and type the words into the MIDI notes. Is it like a Vocaloid synth, or is it like an AI generative plugin? I'm curious because I feel like there's actually two big breakthroughs in how we generate sounds lately, and I feel like, one is an incredible breakthrough and the other is a breakthrough, but legality wise and morality wise, we have not figured out like ethical AI, right? But something that I think you guys should look out for is what do they call it? It's a certain type of it's like, what is the name of it? I'm trying to think. It's like a physical modeling, like I forget what it is. It's a new type of synthesization that can accurately synthesize from scratch very, very convincing sounds of almost it's a generative program. Okay, interesting. That can be used to make your own vocals. Gotcha. Yeah, I would have to look into that. Quite honestly, there's like a few reasons why I've like stayed the hell away from AI. Just because, first of all, I think that we haven't really figured out like ethical AI yet, right? We don't even have laws around it lately. And therefore, I feel like before I put anything on my Spotify, on my platforms, on these platforms that I've invested so much money into, certainly not going to, put anything that is legally questionable on my platforms. Not to mention, Timbo just signed, an AI artist, and he's getting so much backlash over it. Timbaland, I don't know. Point is, I'm not touching it with a 10-foot stick. I am, however, in the vein of, if you're curious about generative vocals. And I forget the name of it. Maybe we're talking about the same thing, but I know that Ben Jordan started a company with the goal of ethical AI usage, where basically it's the same thing. You use generative vocals, except for the fact that the artists whose voices they're modeled after actually get paid per use of your use of that tool, which is actually pretty interesting, pretty cool. He's the only person that I see in the musical generative AI space that is actually interested in creating a system that is ethical and, is not basically ripping off other people's music, right? So it's like, I don't know. But yeah, he says, well, in Ace, you actually make it your own. It's not like AI where it generates it. You actually create the vocals on your own. Yeah, but, the voice that you're hearing, right? The voice that, AI requires an actual human to sing and for it to train on the data of this actual person, right? And then it basically uses some culmination of information that it's gathered on real people's voices to create a sound which sounds convincing. And I don't know how like much you've been following the whole, because oh god, I feel like AI news is just everywhere. I've kind of gotten sick of it, right? But just in layman's terms, for anybody that's kind of like maybe hasn't looked into it, the real like why so many people are up in arms about it is because essentially, companies like Suno have trained their data on everybody's music, your music. If you have music on platforms, Suno has trained on it, and they're making money off of it, and you're not getting a dime of it. Like, people can type in to Suno, make me a song that sounds like Mars Monkey Max, and Suno will say, got you. And it'll look at all your data, and it'll make a song that is you, basically. But but you're not getting a dime of it. And that's why it's like ethically, kind of gray water, right? But even legally, like, we don't have laws around this, except for the fact that the Copyright Office in the US has stated that they have decided that you cannot actually copyright in something that is AI. They gave some vague, like, guidelines around it, right? That's the closest things that we've gotten to regulation around AI. So point is, this whole subject, I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole. It's already hard enough being a sample-based producer. I don't need another hurdle to put in front of me when I've already figured out that like, oh, we've got a whole marketplace for like samples and, places where you can get permissions directly from musicians, which is super awesome, And quite honestly, if I am going to be doing something that is legally gray area or legally maybe not completely kosher, I would rather just go sample some vinyl if I'm going to go violate somebody's copyright. You know what I mean? Like, that sounds way more fun to me. But that's just my thoughts on it. But that's why I'm like, I don't know. But you really should look into physical modeling when it comes to synthesizers. That's another huge breakthrough that we've made recently, where synthesizers can now physically model sound waves to sound exactly like a flute, exactly like a violin. And guess what? It's not generative. It is synthesized, meaning from scratch, meaning it's not using outside data. It's not infringing on anybody's copyright to create these sound waves, right? Which is just absolutely mind-blowing. That, to me, is like a lot more, I guess, just mind-boggling to me. Because, I don't know, I mean, I feel like with AI and all that, I don't know if you guys know this, but I've actually got a computer science degree. I've actually built a neural network, the same kind of software that Suno uses, I've actually built one. And I see how it works, and it quite literally is like you just feed information into it and it imitates that information, right? So I don't know. Anyways, that's our AI talk for the week. We'll do it again next week. I feel like we're never going to be done talking about AI. Let's see. Where are we at here? Let's just throw an EQ on here, see what's going on with these guitars. Oh, that's actually looking super clean. Mid-range, nice. I might give a little less weight to this low end down here. It's a little bit much. But yeah, Signature says, until the copyright laws get sorted, I never use it. I actually want to get paid. Yeah, Signature, I'm with you, man. It's just like, man, I've already gone through so many hurdles as a sample-based artist. I'm not exactly eager to take on more hurdles. You know what I mean? I love this crystallizer plugin. That is insane. Seriously, I don't know. This crystallizer plugin is just so much fun. This is a Soundtoys plugin. And it created all of that nuance that you just heard from 3 notes. And everything that you hear after those 3 notes is what this crystallizer plugin is doing. Love this thing. I've gotten some really rich results with this sound. It's crazy, man. There was something kind of odd about this. It's kind of got a little bit of chorus on here. What's going on here? Ah, okay. So yeah, I had this like wobble. Oh, that's kind of giving it this width, the stereo width. I kind of like that. It's a pretty thin signal here. want to add just like a little bit of this reverb. Turn down that decay a bit. I feel like something I've been noticing lately about my mixes is I feel like I need to start paying more attention to the end of my reverb tails. I need shorter reverb tails in general, but also I need to just be more careful about tucking away my reverb tails when I don't need them to be heard, right? But like I said at the beginning of this session, we're not trying to get super in depth today. We are trying to get beats out the door is really what we're trying to do. Quality assurance checks is really the name of the game for this mix section. Trying to get 3 mixes done in 3 hours. We'll see if that happens, but yeah, there's a lot of elements in here that just sound good dry, honestly. Like, you know, my philosophy is if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? You just... Like, there was just like a little bit of EQing we did on this guitar. Let's think about spacing. I feel like this guy might feel a little bit better leaning a little bit to the left, like center left. Okay. Yeah, this can still come up. I am kind of curious. What if we did throw a little bit of LA2A on this guitar? Just to kind of make them a little bit more bold, a little fatter. Maybe actually we do this after we do the subtractive EQ. It sounds a little bit fuller now, yeah. But now I think we need to regain stage a bit. Whew. You always hear reverb most after you've rendered. Story of my life, man. Yeah, I agree. Sub bass, by the way. Oh yeah. Oh man, this LA2A compressor is just so versatile. I use it on so many things, man. Probably turn this down now. Okay, let's focus in on like this section right here and just make sure we're digging like the volume levels, the spacing. Might turn this up a bit. This is the string, right? Yeah. I would know that if I actually labeled things. I need to be smarter about that. Speaking of things I need to be smarter about, let's do our save as. We haven't gotten too far into this one, at least, before we remembered to do this. Next V1. I feel like with the low end, with the guitar chords in the left ear, it's feeling a little bit heavier in the left ear compared to the right. So I'm just curious if there's maybe a way that we could balance this that can kind of accommodate this a bit. Yeah, maybe instead of this being in the left ear, we could have this, because this does kind of counter what's going on in the guitar melody, right? They kind of trade off. So this might actually feel better in the right. Oh yeah, that feels good. And then this would actually feel kind of good, maybe middle left. I want to throw this string far. Although it is opposite. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Something like this. You can make a copy with lower volume settings on the right and a slightly higher frequency range. It helps bring out the guitars. Ah, yeah. Nah, but you see, here's what the guitars sound like in its solo track. So if I was to make a copy in a slightly higher frequency range, right? Well, first of all, that would get us out of pitch a little bit, right? Maybe if I was to do some formant shifting, we might be able to get around that. But also, because this audio is actually two trackings glued together, if we decide to, try to copy, then we're going to introduce a lot of mud. We're going to introduce so much just sound that we don't need, right? I think the smarter way that I kind of want to move about this is to just kind of treat this like this is concrete and it can't be moved, and to purposely we got so many tiny little elements that we can position in it whichever way we want, to kind of accommodate what's going on in the mix. See, like that? Kind of traveling off to the right ear. I like this. Do you have a spreader plugin? Oh yeah, I got plenty. I've got I think my favorite kind of spreader plugin is I've been really enjoying Microshift by Soundtoys. It's just been a really great way to get a nice phased width. It's crazy. Ah, nice. Yeah. I feel like that's really good if you have one singular guitar tracking that you want to make really wide, Of course, I feel like with most imaging tools, there's always the risk of creating phase, right? But for me, a lot of my philosophy when it comes to imaging and width is I've been enjoying lately just accepting that I'm going to introduce phase, and in fact making it a production choice to make something stupid wide and phased, right? It's yeah, you could totally, just be yeah, that's intentional, that's the vibe, man. And then it's who's to argue with you? I don't know. Just make it a stylistic choice, maybe double down on it with a little bit of chorus, right? Damn. This is sounding really good. Like, we're already getting closer to that, you know? Yeah, maybe if we go even further. This is starting to sound really balanced in a really fun way. I like it. What's our max peak at? We're above 0. Let's bring everything down. Oh, we've got that group in here. I hate how doing this is gonna kind of screw everything up. But if instead we're bringing it down to like here, we can bring these guys down by like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's say. And then let's bring this guy down by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. All right, now I might encourage you guys to bring up your volume. That's how it goes. I'm bringing my volume up. God, this is going to be a beautiful beat for the collection. I'm really enjoying this. I have a feeling once we squeeze this with some compression, it's going to sound amazing. Right. God, what kind of type beat would you guys call this? Because I'm genuinely not certain. I'm genuinely not sure what I'm going to call this. That's the thing is I just make music and think about like how I'm going to describe it to people after the fact, you know? I feel like so many people have this misunderstanding about like what most people putting out type beats are actually doing. I can't tell you how ignorant it sounds when I hear somebody say like, gosh, why don't you make some original music? Have you ever thought of that? Have you ever thought of making your own original music instead of making type beats? And it's like, you guys are clowns, you know? Like, nobody's fucking doing that. Nobody's like, yeah, I think instead of making music that I want to make, I'm just going to go copy somebody. Like, that doesn't really happen. It's honestly, it's more like the way that I would describe it. If for anybody that's unfamiliar with like what a type beat is and how that's actually used, it's just a way of describing things, just like a genre. You know, it's just like an extra descriptor, really. And actually, the like type beats, right? It actually precedes the internet. Okay, people were describing music as this is a so-and-so type beat, this is a so-and-so type track. Songwriters have been describing their music to artists as they're pitching like that for decades, man. Decades. Nothing new. It's absolutely nothing new. So, I don't know. When I see people mouthing off like, oh, yeah, why don't you go make your own original style and stop, labeling your stuff type beats? It's like, I just am like, oh, cool. Yeah, you know nothing about music. Like, you don't work in music. That's clear to me. Like, that's how I feel when I hear people like, it's always like very enlightened people being like, actually, well, actually, you have no original style because you titled a song J Dilla Type Beat. And, actually, you should just do it for the love, man. If you're trying to make money off of your music, you're probably in it for the wrong reasons. Like, tell me you have nothing to contribute without saying you have nothing to contribute. Like, I don't know, man. People are so goofy. I don't know. I feel like I could rant about this stuff for days. I don't know. Would you guys be interested if I was to post every once in a while just like a rant video about a certain subject? I feel like, I don't know. I'm reaching middle-aged, guys, okay? I've got lots of things to complain about. I've got lots of things to complain about. I'd love to yap at you guys. Maybe I'll just yap at a camera, put it in video for you guys, but I don't know. All right, I think this is sounding good. I want to give it another listen. I want to check our max P value. I want to start compressing and get this into a master, but yeah, man. I don't know what I'm going to describe this as, though. I don't know what kind of type beat I would call this. It's not quite, I'd maybe call this like a Nujabe's J Dilla type beat, even though I don't really envision either of them like really making something like this, but I feel like maybe if Nujabe's and J Dilla were to just team up, maybe, yeah. Signature says, I would pay to see that. Just shucks, man. You're too kind. Oh, man. I just might do it, man. I just might do it. Get on my soapbox, start yelling at these young kids and their underground cloud rap. No, I'm kidding. No, this is sounding really good. I'm excited to hear how this sounds after we send it through the Shadow Hills compressor. That's going to be gold. I feel like sometimes when you compress a beat with so much space like this, like, oh, man. It feels good when it gets compressed, you know? And yeah, our max peak is looking like it's minus 5.06. I think we're in a good spot, guys. I don't know why I'm outside. Here, let's full screen this. What am I doing? All right. Shadow Hills, let's do it. Let's put the sauce on here, man. God, I love Crystallizer. That plugin is so cool. I don't know. That little glistening you guys heard at the end. I love Crystallizer. That shit's so cool. All right. Let's do this. Enable sidechain. We're going to start putting up the optical threshold. Get some optical compression going. I always like to I'm really not trying to push this too far, right? I just like to squeeze the master a little bit. Let's get our discrete up there. I want to wait for that bass to come back around before I start pushing up the discrete gain. Woo! Oh man, I want to hear some bars on this. Now Maybe this is a Earl Sweatshirt New Job Is type beat. I don't know. I hate titling, guys. I hate titling things. Damn, that is sounding so good. Let's get this close to 0, and then we're gonna feed it into the maximizer. Start limiting. Like I said, we're trying to do this like, just quick, rough mixes, just trying to get these out the door. Like I said, I'm sitting on like over 200 demos. I want to start getting some more beats up on BeatStars. I want to start adding more to my collection. I want to add a huge wave of new stuff for my radio streams, God, this is sounding good with that compression. We overshot a little bit. Let's take it down a decibel. Okay. Let's also pay attention to like gain staging, just how things are balanced. I feel like after we compress, I learn a lot more about the balance. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot to go ahead and do it. All right, I'm gonna bring my volume back down. Let's just feed it into that maximizer. Boop. There we go. Okay, little volume warning, guys. This is gonna step up in volume, so just brace yourself. Let's get it back over here. Yeah, that's a good spot for it. Okay, let's do it. Yikes. This EQ kind of, it does look like a lot of EQs I like to put on my master. I usually like to brighten it, right? We'll do a little A/B testing to make sure we like that. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of what it's doing to my low end on those kicks. It's kind of like just completely stomping that out. It's just but it does feel so much more lifted. Okay, I'll tell you what, we're a little compromise. We're gonna move that up like half a decibel. But I like what these two lifts are doing. Move this over. Get it away from that snare a little bit. Okay, I think this is sounding pretty damn good. Let's pull out our LUFS meter and let's see where we're at. I'm hoping for at least 10 LUFS, minus 10. I don't want it any higher than minus 8. Man, we are flying through these today. Love it. I'm starting to feel like I could do 30 and 30. Like 30 beats in 30 days. That's the idea. At least that's what I'm trying to gear up for. Oh, this is looking like it's going to be tough getting us to our target LUFS value. Well, let's let it play out so we can kind of see how much farther we have to go. I predict it's going to sit around minus 11. It's going to average about that. And we're going to have to try to raise it by one entire LUFS. I'm thinking we might limit it a little bit further after the maximizer. It is running pretty hot right now in Ozone's maximizer. I think that if we push that maximizer anymore, it's going to start crackling. Something that we can do is we can limit before the maximizer and after the maximizer if we need to push a little farther. Yeah, we might even do a little bit of limiting before the maximizer. Minus 10.4. That is awesome. I think yeah, we could just lift a little bit after. Let's go grab our limiter. And start messing with it. Ooh. Instead of, okay, here's something I found pretty fun about this limiter. Instead of doing left and right, we do M/S, mono and stereo, so now it's limiting those separately. I find this to be way more effective. Especially on the master, it's like, why would I want to treat the left and the right separately and how I'm limiting those? It makes way more sense to treat the mono, like the drums and the bass and everything, separately from the stereo field, the melodies and all that, you know? Thank you, Signature. I appreciate you, man. Why are we only at minus 0.75? That's weird. What is... Now I got my true peak on. That's weird. Do I need to put this in true? Ah, it was the soft clip. Okay. Although I did hear a rumor. I was talking with my homie John about mastering the other day, which I haven't really announced this, but I've got a collab coming out with Beta Host. You guys are gonna hear more about that in a little bit. We just shipped it off. I'm super excited to tell you guys more about it. But yeah, something John was saying while we were, squaring it away. He heard a rumor that, like, that basically Spotify forces your true peak to be -1 dB. And that, it might even be smarter to master to a true peak of -1. I have no idea about that. I've been mastering everything all the way up to 0 because I don't know. I just feel like if I have that space, I may as well use it, right? If I have that header, like I may as well fill it, right? But I don't know. We ended up both mastering the track that we collabed on. And I like John's version better, so we ended up going with that. But yeah, his was mastered to -1 true peak, which and it sounded really, really good. I am going to be really curious to see like what that's going to sound like on Spotify's platform with the normalization on, is particularly how it sounds compared to my music, all the stuff that I've mastered. I still consider myself kind of a novice when it comes to mastering. I'm learning. I'm doing my thing. I've been pretty pleased with what I've gotten. I feel like maybe so far with mastering, I can get a pretty clean and true to mix sort of sound, but I don't dare get too experimental. Maybe that's something that I'm gonna get better at as I get better at mastering. But all right, let's check this the LUFS value. Let's save while we're doing that. This just sounds nice and vibrant, man. I'm liking it. We may have gone backwards on our LUFS. I don't know. I think we had like 10.4 beforehand. No, it's getting back up there. -9.8. That is perfect, guys. Holy shit. Nice. Second one done today. Second one done. Oh, let's do another. I've got one more lined up here that I want to get mixed today. Let's see what it is. Song 897. Okay. Let's jump over and do it. Damn, I'm very happy with this. We have been getting some good work done today. 897 is what I said, right? Okay. Yeah, let's just dive into it. Man, flying through this. Absolutely flying. Love it. Gosh. Honestly, I feel like, so in my pipeline, right? I feel like my pipeline, what has been the choke point, for how fast I can put out music, how much I can put out. At first it was production. I just needed more beats, right? And then it really became mixing. Like I was just really, really struggling to, mix them all down in a reasonable time. And then lately it's actually been like I've been flying through my mixes. I've been, doing a good job with that. I think I've just been better about scheduling out time to mix. And obviously mixing in front of you guys live on stream has really, really helped out. But now it's kind of funny. It's like my the choke point of my pipeline really is stemming out the beats. I got to stem and track everything out for all of the artists that Oh, some media files are missing. That's because I sort all of my samples afterwards. Let's let that do its thing. But yeah, now I just gotta schedule out more time for tedious stimming. I don't know. That's been the bane of my existence lately. I hate stimming out tracks. I don't know, man. And I've gotten better at my workflow for it, for sure. I think that how I stem out my drums nowadays is a lot more straightforward. But and I'm pretty meticulous when I stem stuff out. Because I'm exporting both the stems and the track outs. And my understanding of the difference between these two, and feel free to chime in if you've got a different understanding of this, but stems kind of being more like the wet, processed, grouped, stems, and then track outs being more like, like the dry signal of things, like if you were to record a guitar, it would be just the recorded guitar sound before it hits any amps and all that stuff, right? Like, I don't know. So I've been including in all of, like, if you purchase a beat from my website with the stems, you end up getting a folder that contains the wet stems, the dry track outs, and as well as reference tracks for the tagged mixed version and the untagged mixed version. And I also include my tagged stem or track out in these, but I put in parentheses optional, because I never know. I feel like some people really like the sound of my tag and choose to purposefully keep it on the beats because they like it. They like that I'm their producer. They like the sound of my tag. I'm not going to lie. I lucked out with my tag. I've got a cool tag from, shout out to 1L1L, the talented MC who did my tag. But yeah, I don't know. But point is, I'm super meticulous when it comes to stemming things out, and I feel like that's also why I'm like so slow, man, so slow. Some plugins are disabled. What? No. Complete control. I'm gonna have to fix this one on my computer. That's okay. I've got one other one that I could do today. Let's do it. I want to mix down something that I produced last night, something that I think is a total vibe. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. Yeah. I got so many beats to mix down. It's all good, I'll fix that one later. Okay, so we're going to go all the way down to song 987, I believe. Yeah, I made this one for fun last night. We're not going to save that. I'll sort all of this out. I don't like doing this when Ableton 12.2. Do I not have 12.2 downloaded? Hold up. You'll be notified when downloading live 12.1.11. What? Let me just make sure that I have automatic updates enabled. Let's see, licenses and updates, get automatic updates, always, yes. Okay, so, and it's downloading 1.11. That's so silly, it should already be updated. Let me quit live and I'm going to reopen it. And, it should update when we load into here. Basically, I need 12.2. I thought I already had 12.2. Let me check. Yeah, it just dropped. And I made a beat with 12.2 with the expressive chords and the auto filter, oh man, I am really loving it. Downloading live 12.1.11. I really want to show this one off to you guys. Man, okay, well, I've got so many beats to mix down. Let me just grab another one. Let me go look up in my Google Sheets ones that I might enjoy to mix in front of you guys. I've got a huge ass spreadsheet of just like my pipeline. Can I do, let's see, I think we already mixed down 986, did we? Let me just go grab a random one. 975. I don't even know what this one sounds like, but let's go check it out. This was one that I apparently had marked for 30 and 30. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Mara's saying, yeah, I have 12.1.11. Yeah, try, I would recommend just checking out, see if you have, automatic updates ready, and it should be able to, it should automatically update, but you'll see down here in the bottom whether it is downloading the next update in this bottom bar down here. Yeah. Yeah, he says I'm downloading now. Dude, I really love the expressive chords generator. It is so fun. I don't know. I was just having so much fun last night cooking up with it. Oh man, their autofilter is insane now. The autofilter is absolutely crazy, dude. Oh man. I don't know. I think Ableton is absolutely killing it with their updates. I love every time Ableton updates. It's I don't know, it's like Christmas. I spend so much time in Ableton. Yeah, he says, I do, but it didn't update. Yeah, I had to, I kind of had some issues last night getting it. I had to kind of open it up, and you'll see it might even say downloading 12.2. And if it does, then you might just have to wait a little bit, and then the status of that will change, But yeah, it says I'm loving Arturia too. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, I want to get more Arturia devices. I have one plugin from Arturia. I think that they seem like a pretty cool company. I don't know. I like a lot of the sounds that come out of Arturia. They just seem like a really solid synth company. But yeah, I downloaded from the site. Good on you, man. Good on you. Oh my gosh, Ableton, you are just taking all day here. All frickin' day. I don't know if this gives me hell on this one. We might just have to call it there. We'll see. Get me in there. Get me in. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, I was gonna mix this down as a Nujabes type beat with hook. This sounds way too clunky right here. Okay, yeah, we're in. Let's do this one real quick. I actually think this kick is a little bit loud. Okay. Let's put a little bit of LA2A on here. Oh, that's actually perfect. I want it hitting about -3 right there. I'm not sure. I've really enjoyed OTT on this decent sampler, but it just might be a bit too much. It's sounding kind of muddy on this song. Let's turn down the upward. We're also gonna fatten up these piano chords. Okay. Let's also fatten this sax. Really, I just feel like this track needs a little bit more body to it. Oh, let's get this this compressor behind this delay. That sounds about right. We might give it a little less feedback. There we go. Okay, we're moving. Sync that a little bit further back into the track. Okay, let's I'm gonna process these vocals let's get our EQ out. I don't really think this needs any de-essing. There's not any harsh tones in this. Let's go. There's this one OTT preset that I really love for vocals. It's called vocal control. And this just kind of tucks it in, you know? So just to kind of A/B test what we just did. There's a little bit of fuzz in the background. It's not too terrible. This is a very like vinyl feeling kind of track. What's going on here? Oh, don't tell me. God, I've been having so many problems with Contact. Damn, you know, I don't think I want to go further in this mix until I can confirm on my computer what these Contact instruments are. I know that one of these is probably upright bass. The other is probably guitar. I don't really want to make guesses right now, you know? I really don't. So, I think here's what we're going to do. We're going to save, and I'll come back to this. Because we put in some good work on this, but, like, I just don't want to get too, I don't want to, like, do the whole mix without these instruments, you know? God, that's so weird. Usually I get a notification down here if there are any plugin issues, right? Future application version needed. I mean, let me just see if I can, like, fix this real quick. Like, for example, what if we, here, I'm going to duplicate this out so I don't ruin it, right? This is the issue about jumping between computers. Oh, no. No, it's gonna, yeah. It's gonna make me, I need to, like, confirm what these instruments are on my other laptop, you know? So, I don't know. We came, we tried. We got 2 done today. I feel like that's pretty damn good. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, next time I try to go for 3, I'm going to, like, test each project file, make sure that it comes up nicely. We're just having so much trouble trying to track down one for this last one, right? But now I know. Next time I'm going to test all of the project files before I come to stream. But we got 2, though. Those first 2 were, I think was going to, not give us any issues. But yeah, damn, we did get 2 done though in like 2 hours. Jesus, it's only 2:55, so really not bad. Really not bad. Yeah, I picked 3 for today, thinking like that would have me covered. We've tried, 4, but the last 2 have had some issues with them. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna get more prepared for next mix session, and yeah, we will. I'll come back with more prepared project files. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, this was. I would still say this was a super productive session. Plus, this gives me more time to get a head start on stemming tonight. As I was telling you guys earlier, my biggest, choke point for my pipeline is stemming. I just need more time for stemming. I figure, I would do that on stream, but I don't think it's that interesting, not the most interesting, bouncing audio files and organizing them, but maybe one day I'll do a video telling you guys about my process for stimming out all these tracks. It's not like the most exciting stuff, but I feel like I might be able to convey some pretty useful information to you guys about stems and track outs and whatnot. So anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out, keeping me company while I mix. This was a really fun stream. I'm going to be live again on Saturday doing a live cook-up, live studio session. Definitely come through on Saturdays. We do Saturday morning cook-ups. That's going to be a lot of fun. Also, I do live feedback over on Twitch. You can go, I've got that listed in the description. Go check out my Twitch channel. I'm live every Wednesday and Friday over on Twitch, listening to music from my subscribers and giving feedback and whatnot. And of course, if you need mixing services, if you need beats, reach out to me. I've got an email listed below. Feel free to shoot me an email. I've also got my beat stars if you want to go look through my collection, all that good jazz. But yeah, thank you guys for chilling. Thank you, Mars, for chilling. Always good to shoot the shit with you, man. Also, Signature, you as well, man. Thanks for hanging out, man. But yeah, man, we had a lot of people today. We had Holcatron. We had Mammy. Oh yeah, always good to see everybody. So thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.